Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I certainly welcome the resolution from the government today of the ongoing commitment of the Canadian government to the Paris Agreement. We had already voted in this place and confirmed our support as a parliament. I do quibble with the introduction because as much as President Trump announced from the Rose Garden that the U.S. was out of the Paris Accord, actually, the U.S. cannot legally leave the Paris Accord until November 4th, 2020, which quite by coincidence is the day after the next U.S. presidential election. That's a process based on the exit provisions that we negotiated at COP21, that the treaty would have to be in place for 3 years after entry into force, and then you could give 1 year written notice. But my question to the Honourable Minister of Finance, similar to my friend from Edmonton, Strathcona, is what we can be doing in Canada, and particularly what his department can do. For a government that has branded itself Sunny Ways, I'd like to see more emphasis on solar energy. And I wonder if the Minister of Finance can update us as to why we continue to have a tariff on very efficient photovoltaic roofing tiles from China that directly take sunlight and produce electricity for those people who put them on the roof of their buildings, whether schools or homes. It's time to take off tariffs on solar energy.
Honourable Minister of Finance.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I appreciate the question. I think I should respond in a number of ways. We do continue to move forward to making the biggest possible impact on our long-term environmental health with the measure that we know has the biggest long-term impact on that very health, and that is the pricing of carbon. So as we put forward the pan-Canadian approach to climate change, we knew that that single measure, that moving from the roughly 85–86% of Canadians who were in an approach to 100% of Canadians is critically important, but also setting targets that are going to have an important long-term ability for us to move forward progressively over time on this issue is very important. So from my standpoint, getting that right is critically important. We will continue on other issues to move forward. We will, on an ongoing basis, look to tariffs to see if there's ways that we can remove tariffs, because that's part of our free trade agenda, and specifically look towards doing that in places that have the biggest impact on our global trade as well as our goals around environmental stewardship. Thank you.